Welcome to Stonehand. Today we will talk about brands, different brands, like this one by my side. Not true, Parista. Not true. That's actually one of my favorite oat milks. I actually don't drink oat milk, but it's my favorite one. And not this one, but this brand actually, uh, because they have one milk that has only oats and algae within them. But maybe you are guessing now our topic that we are going to dive deep into different brands and see what they're doing. And one of the most fascinating things that lately has happened, celebrating the 1st of October in the day of music. So Oasis, the most notorious or famous band in UK, came back together and they made a huge mess. But that's rock and roll. that's just pure beauty of rock and roll. That they did the pricing system, like they had like £120 a ticket, but when demand increased, the price of the tickets increased like £200, 360, and they were sold out like 10 dates or 12 dates, how many they had, and it was all sold out. But so many fans were furious because they were cashing in millions and millions of pounds. Okay, some may say dollars, but millions of pounds from doing their shit. And sometimes you get musicians who are quite decent, but they get only 20 $20 or euros or whatever per sale of ticket. They get nothing, and they get 1,000 or 100 people listening to their concerts. And I was also in that same situation, that I was asking like 25 euros for my concerts, and people were like saying, "Oh, it's so much. You are asking for music. What the fuck?" Like, what the fuck? Like, when you got those big names like Oasis or Red Hot Chili Peppers, like we went to Ramstein with my child. Single ticket cost 100 euros. And for a child, it was the same price. There was no fucking discount for a child, for a 9-year-old geezer. No, no fucking discount. So that's just a basis of greed. When you have those huge acts, they just cash in. And what happens when they cash in? They make a lot of profit, of course. And it's no problem, the profit, when it goes to the right places, like the Ocean Foundation or to, I'm not saying Greenpeace because it's a little bit cozy organization, but helping some charities or organizations that are trying to save planet Earth. Like, I made decision that 3% of annual income that my company receives will go to charity, or not for charity, but for the Estonian Eco Village Network, a donation straight away. So I would like to, first of all, show you one of my favorite brands that we are selling in our company, and it's Hunton Nativo wood fiber insulation. You can get it in Norway. It's made in Norway from spruce trees. My favorite one is it's in the language of Finnish, because that's my language. Kutsu luonto sisään puukuitusilla rakennusmateriaaleilla. Yes, but it's wood fiber, and they are really concerned about sustainability. If we could channel our resources and our money or greed towards those companies that are trying to create a more sustainable and greener planet, we would achieve a lot. So let's see some of their products. For example, they have blow-in insulation that you can even touch and sniff into your nose. Okay, don't sniff it into your nose. And then they have fiber insulation boards, and they store carbon throughout its life cycle. There you go. We have around I don't know, actually, we have many thousand our warehouse and we're selling them to people, to builders and to self-builders. The self-building is a quite huge thing in Estonia and in Finland. That's one of my favorite brands. And then there's this another brand that I really love, and it's Patagonia, of course, and it's clothing brand. How can we connect a building and a clothing brand when they are concerned about sustainability and trying to build a better world? One is trying to make sustainable clothes, and the other one is trying to make sustainable building materials. And from Patagonia, there's this another connection that I had then, this liquid death, like this water company. I will show you soon, but it's just hilarious. Their message is to destroy the plastic bottles, but Patagonia has found out that they must produce plastic clothes because you cannot have anything from the wool or cotton. So, but they are trying to make as durable and strong and cool clothes as possible from the plastics and trying to recycle them, etc. And they are concerned, and they really admit that they are polluting environment, but they are trying to pollute less than all the other big sport clothes companies. And that's beautiful that they admit their faults, but they are trying to get better. So let's jump to the liquid death. It's another fascinating thing. Liquid death, murder your thirst. So and let's murder all the plastic bottles. Oh, this site is quite slow because they have got so much going on. But yeah, they have got really awesome branding, and when you get the message that join the cult for to join their letter, that's just one of the most interesting things ever that you brand, like, because there are some scientific studies. Okay, some people say it's not science, but people have measured the water molecules, and when you put like this Masaru Emoto, this water scientist guy, and when you put loving and kind words on your water bottles, then your water restructures and becomes better. But when you put liquid death upon your bottle, what happens then? I don't know. Maybe your water is programmed to attract like a plastic disease, that you get a program in your mind that you start destroying all the plastic that you see. Just burn that shit. Like maybe you remember this song long time ago from Blood Hand Gang, like burn motherfucker burn. And hello, my name is Jimmy Pop and I'm a dumb white guy, something like that. Like the roof is on fire. Like burn all your plastic bottles and you will be fine. You will be a great person when you are able to burn all the plastic. There's this thing in, in the countryside, in our country, still going on, that those elderly people, they don't care about waste management. They just dig huge holes and they put their plastic into the ground, or then they make huge bonfires and burn their plastic. That's just normal on the countryside. I don't know about more regulated countries in Europe, etc. Like what happens when you go to Germany and try to burn a plastic bottle? Then your neighbor is scouting and and seeing like what the heck is going on and calls police. Like there was this series long time ago, Call 911 or something like that, German one. Can't remember. But then there's this another one that I want to share you, the Ocean Foundation. That's quite fascinating. What do you want to do for the ocean? What we do? Blue resilience, plastics, capacity building, that they are trying to save the ocean. Using the lens of the ocean climate nexus as our guide, we maintain the connection between climate change and the ocean by advancing nature-based solutions. So that's just fucking juridical. I don't understand anything that was written on in that sentence. So I don't know what they are doing. But when I find something else, what we do, accepting donations, they accept donations, okay. They do something with plastics and they do something with carbon offsets. They are working to influence sustainable production and consumption of plastics to ultimately achieve a truly circular economy for plastics. That's really beautiful thing. That sentence I understood really well. But then there's another thing. Like I saw a spreadsheet about the Finnish Red Cross, like a Red Cross branch in Finland, and they had like 1.7 million euros of income last year in Finland, and 1.8 million euros. You see, they had 1.7 million euros of income, and 1.8 million euros of that income went to pay for their staff, for their people that are working there. So what the fuck? No money went for the charity, and that's really suspicious. Like, what is going on with the Red Cross? Why they are fucking gathering donations to pay people for gathering donations? What's going on? If they would gather money and help people in need, it would be totally different. And I have seen such schemes in many places and many times. So my solution is that start small and be a small entrepreneur, or like 10 people working for you. I have 2 people working for me on this very moment. And I'm also involved in other companies, so no worries. And just do your own sustainable business. Let the greed be the decision maker. Like I want to get rich fast by selling this stuff from China, like cheap clothes from Bangladesh. I will order them here, and they are made by some people who don't get paid enough or who must work all day long to have a little bit to eat. That's just not nice of me. And there's this really nice film, Greed. I'll share you. There's this actor Steve Coogan as the main character, and I really loved it. So I will copy the trailer to you so you can watch it. So Greed, and it addresses the problems of fast fashion. And then there's this really nice documentary, actually. I will share it also with you, with Alex James, who is the bass guitar player from Blur. Slowing Down Fast Fashion, presented by Alex James. So check that one also. And that just broadened my horizons about fashion. But when I was building a house, then my then I started looking into the concrete buildings, etc., into insulation materials, and I understood that there is a huge problem going on with materials in this world. And so we are living in a stone house. That's nice, and we insulated it with the same Hunton wood fiber boards. But next house I want to make out from the hempcrete or hemp blocks. I want to try that one and then plaster it with beautiful lime plaster with stucco or something. So I'm gonna build a really beautiful and shiny house. If you can see, then there's this golden wall behind me, and that's the plaster that I just plastered. It just makes you happy when you can do stuff with your own hands. So I hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time. Subscribe and check out those videos that I posted on comments. So adios.